Hello, everyone. This is Suzanne Kaname-Nicole from Police Science Doctor with your weekly dose of police science snippets. We're now on number 294. 294 weeks of 3 snippets each week. And these snippets are golden nuggets, very, very compressed information, recently published research findings in the fields of police science, evidence-based policing, investigative psychology, and related fields. I drew a lot of recently published research articles to try and find 3 that I think provide something that is very tangible, very specific, and very applicable. So either something you can use straight away, something that will give you knowledge that you can somehow apply straight away. So I try to sift out all the other very important, but sometimes very theoretical or very niche stuff. So the 3 snippets I selected for this week. First one is estimating recidivism. In psychological assessments using actuarial risk tools, decision makers' probability judgments often exceed empirically observed recidivism rates derived from follow-up studies. So they overestimate the risk of recidivism. This study investigated the additional effect of base rate information on the estimation of risk, including lay people and expert witnesses. Both groups did provide estimates substantially higher than expected official recidivism rates. However, providing base rates reduced this discrepancy by 12 points for lay people and 7 points for experts. These findings underscore the importance of incorporating base rates information to anchor risk judgments in empirically established benchmarks. And the link to the original research article is in the email that goes out to everyone who's already on the Police Science Doctor email list. Comes out on Tuesday. It's completely free to join. Simply Google Police Science, go to Police Science Doctor, and enter your details into the form that pops up. If it doesn't pop up, scroll down to the bottom of any page and enter your details there. When you've done that, you'll also get the password for the read page on policesciencedoctor.com. The read page has all the 294 PDFs with all the 3 snippets on each PDF, because I can't cater to every job that you guys do around the world in law enforcement and related fields every single week. Just scroll through that library of PDFs with snippets and select the ones that apply to your particular job. Download the PDF, go to the research article that's linked to on that PDF. Second snippet for this week, bonuses and retention. How do we get more police to stay in their jobs? This research tested whether retention bonuses impact law enforcement officers' willingness to extend their employment. It was found that most were likely to stay for an additional period if they received the bonus. Retention bonuses could reinforce commitment among officers planning to stay, but are unlikely to influence those at risk of leaving. Reducing turnover might require organizational change rather than one-time incentives. It definitely does. This is actually an open access article, which means you can click on the link in the email and you can read the entire article back to front. It's not behind a subscription wall and not behind a paywall. And the last snippet for this week is about volunteers and traffic violations. This study examined the use of civilian auxiliaries, volunteers, to reduce traffic violations through high visibility presence at locations with a high risk for vehicle crashes. They checked speeding and traffic signal stop sign violations at high-risk intersections when the locations were patrolled by uniformed civilians in marked vehicles, as compared to when the same locations were patrolled by regular uniformed officers. Results suggest that civilian volunteer patrols can be as effective as regular officers in deterring speeding and other traffic violations. Results from one of the cities also suggest that the effectiveness of civilian patrols can be enhanced when volunteers monitor speeding outside their vehicles and use flashing lights to enhance their visibility. So much cheaper option. Uniformed civilian officers, high visibility, preventing crashes. Okay, so these were the snippets for this week. Also, don't forget, we've got the Police Science Doctor magazine. Simply go to policesciencedoctor.com/mag1 and you'll see it there in all its glory. If you want to be in the second edition of the Police Science Doctor magazine, so remember the focus is global, law enforcement around the world. If you found something that you think can benefit others in this realm, then that could be of interest for the magazine. And I'm very keen to hear from every kind of country. The less Western, maybe the better. But if you've got some kind of technique, some kind of thing that is useful, we want to share that with everyone. So please get in touch. So again, thank you very much for sticking with me. I'll see you again next week. Until then, stay safe and make good decisions. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. I hope you found this content useful. You can get access to each episode's transcript with key learning points, timestamps, and references if you get yourself onto my mailing list. Just go to the main website on policesciencedoctor.com, and on the bottom of each page you will find a sign-up form for notifications of new content. Just enter your first name, your preferred email address, and the type of organization you work for. You will not get any spam. This is just for me to let you know about new content and for you to get access to all the transcripts.